Yo, what's good, y'all? Roger Cuts here. Today I was going to be breaking down Barberneur and how exactly this clothing brand is going to be way beyond a clothing brand, and just how excited I am to get this brand started up. Getting right into it, Barberneur. Obviously, I'm a barber. I am an entrepreneur, someone who takes on financial risk, and I feel that as barbers, instead of getting a typical 9 to 5 or any job that's going to pay me an hourly wage, we are taking on financial risk, and that's why tax benefits are so beneficial to us, because that's just an incentive that I think every business owner or any entrepreneur should have. So that's where that name comes from. And I subdivided it with a bullet point just to really emphasize the barber and the entrepreneur. Some may disagree, some may disagree, some may not, but in the end, it's my brand. So the mission: further advocates to embrace and excel in entrepreneurial aspects of oneself. Notice that I put oneself because this isn't specifically like demographic to just the barber industry. This is going to include anybody that does include themselves to be entrepreneurial. And I do have 4 bullet points right here, 4 base statements that are going to be leading up to what the mission is. So jumping right into it, it represents pride as a business operator. So just being entrepreneurial, you want to embrace it. You want to represent that, and anybody in the industry that does feel that we are entrepreneurs and that you qualify under that category, then you should be prideful of it. You should definitely acknowledge yourself for the risks that you take, and really just the whole business that you are running, because this is not for everyone. And I feel like it's just we're a different type of people, you know what I'm saying? So number 2, we advocates further education in all aspects of one industry. Oh my god, my words is all over the place. So specifically, as a barber, we should be learning exactly everything on how to manage, to promote, and to grow our business. So that's going to be, down from the craft of learning here, learning how to manage your money, how to market, promote to get new clients, how to create content for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything like that. That's overall just going to be the basic dynamics, or the not just basic, but the advanced dynamics of the industry. We should be on a continual path of learning everything that's in it, just so we can exceed in that one industry, and later off venture into other entrepreneurial endeavors. And that's going to be a little bit later in this video. Number 3, promotes creating innovative solutions to problems. Now this is mostly through products and education, so really just filling the gap on where we do see any types of any problems, and then that's what a service is. That's what any type of product is solving the problem with a solution. For example, Tune 45, the batteries were dying on many cordless clippers, so they have this attachment that goes into the bottom of the clipper, and once you plug it in, it charges throughout the day. That's a problem right there. They came out with a solution. That's why they're going to be making money, and that's how we further elevate the industry. So with this, creating and promoting you to solve these issues is essential, because it's being creative, and we're coming together, and we're gonna just really make the industry a whole lot easier and a whole lot more easier. Number 4, brings into fruition one's entrepreneurial journey. So this is directly correlated to number 3, number 2, and number one. Because once you do incorporate all three of the base statements, you're on your way to your entrepreneurial journey. You're learning everything about your one industry, you're creating products, you're educating, and what else? You're being prideful of the shit, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like all of those together is what's going to represent the mission of Barberneur. But that's not going to be it. This is where it gets juicy, and this is where the fun and the creativity is going to be. This is really just to spread the awareness and like the purpose behind the brand, so people can feel, people could connect to it, and people could, relate to it, because it's not just a brand. Like I said, it's not something that, like, if you look at Nike, just do it. People relate to that because they're athletic, they want to get straight to it, they want to be a beast, everything like that. So this is our own unique way of relating to Barberneur. Here's where it gets juicy. Like I said, it's going to be a clothing brand, but the best thing about it is going to be a non-profit. So my mission is to uplift the community and the industry. Now, depending on who we collaborate with, excuse the sound. Now, depending on who we collaborate with is going to be where the profits go to the community or to the industry. So, for example, Tune 45, again, if we collab with Tune 45, obviously they're in the barber world, so whatever profits that we make from our collaboration is going to go into the barbers themselves. Another example, there's a comic book creator out here in Sacramento called Impound. Now, if we were to collab with them, make some t-shirts, make some profits, then we'll be trying to find a solution to a problem that's out here in Sacramento, or really just to uplift the community itself. Example, we could, sponsor and really just support. We can have, basically, we'll get you some tools, alright, some barber tools. We could purchase some barber tools, get people started in the industry, new clippers, new products, everything like so. Educational sponsorships, so if there was courses that we could take, or actual in-person classes that people would want to take, we'll be able to sponsor that for a certain individual. We have health and support, health and financial support systems. So this is going to be more on the community side, if it's feeding hunger, if it's going to just be donating money to certain charities, anything like so. It's just a few examples. There's definitely going to be a lot more on the way, and definitely a lot more to think of. Now, with the clothing brand, we're thinking collaborations with other brands, businesses, and influencers. This is kind of just how, like, I gave you an example already. But the cool thing about it is we're going to have collections of the merch unique to that specific collaborator, which is going to be the exclusive. So if I give you an example, we collaborate with Impound, Tune 45, Faded Culture, 360 Jeezy, Beam. I'm just naming people at this point. So if we collabed with them, we would make a unique and a exclusive design specifically to that influencer or that brand or that business, to where not only are we reaching the audience that people mess with as barberneurs, but we're going to be reaching their audience, so we spread the awareness, which is going to go back to the mission, which is going to go back to the 4 statements. So this is going to be very powerful as well, because not only are we spreading the awareness for a lot more people and a lot of a bigger audience, but we're going to be actually having this collection that, let's say I loved all 4 or 5 of those brands, I would want to get the collection of every one. And who knows, maybe the person that has the most collection, gets a certain benefit, or it just might be cool, you see your other barber homie, you like, ooh, you got the Illusions and Barberneur exclusive drop. I fuck with that one. You know, it's the same thing as Supreme and North Face when they collab. It's the same thing with Supreme and Louis Vuitton collabs. You know, it's the exact same thing. So we want to make it exclusive, and we want to make it interesting and just a different design, specifically tailored to that collaborator and that business or that influencer, so we could come out with new things and then remind y'all, this is all going to be going back to the nonprofit, which is going to uplift the community and the industry. And I just feel like there's so many different ways that we could get creative on where we could put this money, and we can also make a bigger difference on how much people actually, you know, support and are following along. So the purpose, we're spreading awareness of just the whole basics of Barberneur. It's going to be the 4 statements coming in right here, and which I feel like is going to be like the best part of it, really, other than the main mission, is exceeding in entrepreneurial aspects while being in charge of your own destiny. Now, this does not mean you have to start your own business. I feel like a lot of people, you know, they hear entrepreneur, they hear entrepreneurial, anything like that, they think it has to be their own business. Nah, there's entrepreneurial, there's a lot of other shit that I really don't know, but it means being innovative, creative, resourceful, and adaptable. So these are just qualities and traits of entrepreneurs that I feel everyone should, you know, bring within themselves and help spread to others rather than starting your own business. So this is not what we are going to be pushing and driving. We're not pushing for you to start your own business, although that would be tight. We're just more focused on the qualities, you know what I'm saying? Which is going to be, if you get what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all. Spreading awareness, you know, basically following a passion, educating yourself, chasing a dream, doing what you want to do. It's Barberneur. Make sure you leave a comment down below in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. If y'all messing with Barberneur, stay tuned for the actual clothing going to be coming out. Stay tuned for the designs. Stay tuned for the impact that we're going to be having, not only on the industry, but in the community. I appreciate y'all, and welcome to Barberneur. Peace.